Hi Vetle,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine and you?
Good.
Good.
Done with the photo shooting?
Done with the photo shooting. I wasn't that creative this year, so
No new GIFs?
no new GIFs this year. I wasn't even asked to do a new GIF.
All right, but I think it gets exciting once the season is finally here, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's always a bit nervous the first week of the season. It's not only about doing good in the competitions, it's also about staying in the team for us Norwegians. I mean, it's a pretty tough fight, so we're not sure if we're going to make it to the World Cup or the IBU Cup, even if we can fight for like the overall total score. We are not 100% sure that we will make the World Cup every weekend. So I'm glad to have an okay start.
It's been actually a pretty okay start for you, and we talked about this just a few days ago. You have big goals for the season.
Yeah, for sure. After last season success, especially in the overall cup with my fourth place, it's not something like I've worked for before because I felt it was quite impossible with my skills. Like, I feel I'm a pretty uneven athlete with lots of ups and lots of downs. So to do a lot of good races in a row was not so familiar for me. So I felt if I was fourth place last year, I could maybe do better this year. So I go for the win. It will be really, really tough, especially looking at the level on the individual. But I will try for sure.
Speaking about going well in a row, last year, correct me, you got 73 hits in a row.
I think you know better than me. I'm not that good with the statistics, but 73 hits in a row?
Yes.
Must have been after
Beijing.
After
yes.
Beijing and after Kontiolahti.
Yeah.
I think, I'm quite good. I didn't know that. I did some changes on my prone position after Beijing. I was a good prone shooter in the Olympics and before, but I wasn't feeling that good in the position, so I already did some changes mid-season. Not so usual, I guess, and after that, I figured out the prone shooting and was very happy with what I did after the Olympics, and I think I managed to work a bit more with that and still not missed that prone. I'm not going to say jinx it, but let's see what the future brings.
Now, it really feels like it's a game of small margins at the top of biathlon. Where do you see yourself in need of improving that tiny step that takes it to bring the overall home?
Yeah, I mean, we have both the physical margins and the mental margins on the range. For me, I've came a long step regarding the shooting and the mentality, especially for the difficult last standing shooting. I feel I can still be better, like physically. My top physical shape is pretty good, but I know I will have some really bad physical races during the season, and for me it's all about raising that bad level, like raising the bad shape, because I think I cannot be in top shape during a long season. It has to be some ups and downs, especially when you come to the championship and you have to be on top. Then you have to have some races before that are quite not that good. So to raise that bottom level, I think that's the key for me to don't go to the second trimester and not reach a top 10. Will not be good enough if I'm going to fight for the overall cup.
Now, a bit of a game. So if you could steal some abilities from your rivals, like one or two, not many.
Yeah. I just answered this because I was in a podcast with Extra Runde, so they asked me pretty much the same. And I had a lot of abilities from another athletes, but For shooting speed, for sure, Simon Eder. I will choose his shooting speed. I think I'm not the fastest guy on the range, and that can be really something for me to steal his speed. And for sure, Johannes Stanima, his speed in the track, not only his top speed, but his general speed, like he makes it look so easy. That would be a dream for me to have this feeling, because when I go, I feel like I'm fighting, and I don't know, it looks like he's having it a bit more easy. So I would like to have a more comfortable feeling.
And staying in biathlon, but slightly different, what's your favorite venue?
My favorite training?
Yes. Oh, also competing.
Ooh, I kind of like not the hard sessions for sure, and not the longest sessions. It must be some things in between. So we split the training in 5 intensities from 1 to 5. So my favorite training must be then the intensity 3, like a bit tough, but still comfortable.
Okay.
And not training for 3 hours, but maybe 1 hour with intensity 3 training, warm up and cooling down. It's a pretty comfortable session. So,
And where would you do it?
oh, not in Holmenkollen for sure. The tracks are too tough. I think I will choose my hometown Geilo. It's a pretty short and easy roller ski track. Perfect for me.
Now, when you said Holmenkollen, I immediately pictured a couple of your selfies at the range. Now, can you tell me the story behind this? Like, because it's so funny whenever I open Instagram and I see half of your face.
Yeah, speaking of the track is tough, and what about the weather? It's always pretty bad, like the fog, and yeah, just having a bit. I don't know how it started. I think first moving to Oslo, I had some sessions in the city. Like I wasn't so familiar with the spots to train in a big city like that, because I come from a small town, Geilo, with 2,500 people living there. Then moving to Lillehammer, also a medium big town, and then moving to Oslo. So I just had a bit fun training in this mid city, taking some selfies of the big roads and all the cars, all the traffic, and then I just continued with these strange selfies, only showing my hair in the nose and and eyes. So yeah, it's been like I've seen some other athletes do it as well, and they always tag me in their posts. So it's been kind of.
You're becoming trendy.
Yeah, it's my. I'm a trendsetter. I'm an influencer. I'm a selfie influencer. So I'm quite happy with that. It wasn't my main goal doing it, but I'm glad to spread some joy.
Speaking of trends, obviously now everyone is checking the Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
Have you?
I haven't checked it because I'm very afraid to check it, actually. I see Emilia put out a lot of cool songs, like rap and very masculine songs, and I know my top list will be shit, because I know I have a very bad taste of music. I listen to, okay, I love just to sing. I know I'm a bad singer, but I just sing all the time. And I think the other guys on the teams are sick of me singing. And for the last maybe 2 years, I've gone around singing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" by Madonna. So
Okay. Now I want this. I absolutely need this, please.
When I come home, I can check my top 5 lists. It's a top 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for sure, the last day has been "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" on repeat. But I don't listen to it that much in the summertime. But I know there are some, especially some Norwegian, really simple songs with a simple rhythm, simple rhymes. Yeah, I'm not like this deep musical lover. I just listen to the radio and what's in my head, and that's mostly very simple songs.
Can I get 2 lines of "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina"?
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you all through my wild times. And one other thing, I never know the text. I just figure out
Go
my
with
own
the flow.
text.
That's the best.
Yeah. Even if I listen to the song 20 times, 100 times a day, I don't know the text. Only the first one.
Okay, and this summer, you've been one of the ambassadors or team leaders of the Biathlon Climate Challenge.
Yeah.
Just even before you were part of this, was that a topic that really interested you?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you look at what we're doing, we are competing on snow, and we can feel the snow is disappearing. It gets warmer and warmer, and for us, we need the snow to be able to ski, and it's a lot of focus in Norway, in our federation, among our sponsors, that we keep in mind this to have a white winter, as we say, and try to do some simple stuff in our daily routine, like try to recycle the trash, not throwing the chewing gum in the nature, for example, in the bin, and driving electric. It's some simple stuff we all can do to keep this. Here's a bit artificial snow, but also now some real snow. So we love this, and we need to to watch out to have it like this in the future.
Absolutely. Now we go through the starting gate just to give you some
The new starting
feelings,
gate.
you know. Yes. You obviously talked about the music. What are the thoughts when you go through this?
Oh, the thoughts are black. I must say, when you are starting, you are already in your zone. You reach your zone like 10-15 minutes before the start, and here you already thought about what you're gonna do. I think when you're here, it's too late to figure out what you're gonna do. You need a plan when you're here, and then you just do it, because hopefully you have trained so good, you've done it so many times that you know what you're gonna do. It's automatic in your head, and you don't have to think. So here it's just flat out, and maybe sometimes too much flat out, because I start too hard. Every race I need to calm down. So I'm maybe now, as you say, tomorrow I'll be a little bit calmer here.
Good. Now, as you get ready to go to the range and start your training, just a couple quick, easy questions for you. So then you can actually ski off if you want. That's
Ooh.
fine. What do you prefer to eat on a day off?
On a day off, I prefer to eat all the other stuff I can't when I'm preparing for a race. You know, we eat pasta 3 times a day on the race day and the day before. So on a day off, maybe I will start with a French croissant. You know, Siegfried has come to Norway, showing us the French tradition of the croissant. I really love that. And finishing off with some tacos and some Norwegian candy that you can like pick whatever taste you want from this shelf. I love candy. I'm like the sweet guy. I don't like the salty, like chips and stuff like that, but just sugar, artificial sugar.
Now, you get a ticket to go anywhere in the world. Where do you go?
Anywhere in the world. Then I must say, I go to Liverpool.
Watch the football.
To watch the football. I've been there before, but you know, I'm a big supporter of the football club. So, and the city is really nice. It was on this before it was on the UNESCO's list of well-kept cities, but now they've made it a bit more modern, so I think they're lost that position. But still, it's a nice city. Not the best weather in the west coast of England, but I mean the atmosphere at Anfield Road is quite good. Not as good as Ruhpolding, but up there.
And now I make it tricky. You have to bring a biathlete with you.
I have to bring a biathlete. Then I will bring Tarjei because he's a Manchester United fan, and I think that will be a pain in the ass for him.
Very final question. Finish the sentence. In 10 years, Vetle Sjaastad Christiansen will?
He will enjoy his life, being 10 kilos heavier on the beach in the summer, and enjoying some long skiing trips in the woods, both in Holmenkollen and Geilo. Looking back at his life, being very pleased.
Well, really hope that you get there.
Yeah,
Maybe
me
not
too.
the 10 kilos, but
I hope.
thanks so much. And well, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Let's ski. Take off the boots.
And then I'll let you do the work at the range with the new prone position.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya.
Arrivederci.